Konan has been one of my favorite female anime characters for a while now, and I had to ask myself why. But now, I think I know why. The kekkei genkai that she uses in the Naruto anime is just amazing. But sadly, we didn't get to see it in action that much. Because we obviously saw it during the Jiraiya and Obito fight, but we didn't really get to see it other than that, and it was kind of weak back then. And I feel like it did not really get to be shown as much. And I also believe they kind of nerfed it in the anime. I feel like they made it weaker, and Konan with her paper release could have been fire. But I believe it could even be on par with the wood style. And y'all might be kind of mad right now saying, the wood style Hashirama uses? No, you're lying. But I honestly feel like it could if it had the right user. That's why the king of chakra, Naruto Uzumaki, will have it. So with that being said, Future Evan, roll the intro. Talk to me nice, look, dirty, To make Naruto get paper release, I'll be changing Konan's clan and a little bit of her backstory. Konan will be the younger sister of Minato Namikaze. The two children will be sent to an orphanage and will be separated as kids. The Namikaze clan will have a signature violet hair color and the kekkei genkai paper release. Paper release will actually be common, but it's hard to use it if you don't have a good chakra pull, or if you use it in the wrong way. That's one reason why Denkoto Namikaze ended up having two children with Tsunade Senju. Back to the story. After getting separated, Minato will be sent to the Leaf Village, and Konan will be sent to the Rain Village. Minato will grow up great, and Konan will grow up horribly, with her two favorite friends, Nagato and Yahiko. Konan was usually sad, trying to survive during war, and one day, a man named Jiraiya started training all three of them, just like in camp. After Jiraiya leaves, Yahiko still dies, and Nagato becomes the leader of the Akatsuki. This will lead us to Minato's life. Minato has an even better life than before, becoming the strongest in the Leaf, and maybe the world, the whole world. To make it short, anytime Minato goes against a threat, he can't be hit, and the opponent will never stop being hit. Minato can even manipulate his paper as if it was Gaara's sand and Hashirama's wood style, and he's able to crush people with his paper alone. Minato will still become Hokage, and arguably the strongest, unlocking his Sage Mode fully and still creating the Rasengan. And after he creates the Rasengan, since he's able to do it a little bit quicker, since he's obviously a Senju and a Namikaze, and Namikaze are boosted this time, he also creates a forbidden jutsu called the Paper Style Rasengan. This Rasengan is still spinning chakra, but when it makes contact, it feels like a billion enhanced blades just stabbed you, adding to the pure power the Rasengan has. Obviously, Minato will still have the Flying Raijin, even though he doesn't need it and he doesn't really use it that much. This will lead us into the beginning of Naruto. One very special day, Minato will have a child with a beautiful woman named Kushina Uzumaki. The baby's name was Naruto. Minato and Kushina were admiring the beautiful baby until it started crying. And out of nowhere, Obito blitzed the 4 bodyguards and Kakashi, almost running into Minato. But Minato teleports himself and Obito out of the cave, asking Obito, "What was that for?" He was. Obito says, "I have nothing to say to you," throwing a kunai at Minato. But he catches it, and like that, Obito teleports away to Kushina and baby Naruto. Obito, being as careless as he was, at the time he tries to stab Kushina in the stomach to anger the 9 Tails. But Minato teleports and catches his arm and punches Obito in the face, teleporting the man away. This fight kind of goes like the Flash versus Savitar, two insanely fast people, but one just gets dominated, and that would be Obito. Obito remembers what Minato did to the team and how much he abandoned the team, and uses his wood style, not thinking at all, pushing Minato away. Then he teleports to Kushina and Naruto. Obito teleports her and starts to extract the tail piece. And yes, Kushina has 2 tail pieces inside of her, the 9 tails and the 2 tails. After taking the beast out of Kushina, he puts a genjutsu on both and teleports away. After getting attacked by the wood style, Minato was confused, but picks himself up, and he hears a man say, "You can do this, son." And Minato starts to fight both of the beasts, becoming the hero of the leaf, saving many lives. And for some reason, he was so strong that he didn't just defend, he could attack. Minato kind of got tired of teleporting attacks, so he decides to seal both of the beasts inside of his one son. Minato yells, "Naruto Uzumaki, you will be the true child of prophecy." Kushina and Minato die at the same time. After Minato and Kushina die, Naruto stops crying and hears and picks up the kid. This will lead us into a short time skip of 5 years. Naruto will be 5 years old at this time. One day Naruto was just drawing in the woods when 3 people started running towards him. Seeing one girl and 2 guys, Naruto keeps looking up at the 3 people. And out of nowhere, the boys start bullying the girl, calling her names. Naruto starts getting angry, and the paper starts to shake, and his eyes start to glow red and blue. Even Naruto's aura starts to flare up, this purplish color. The 2 bullies throw their first punch at the girl, and Naruto and his drawings teleport in front of the girl, catching the punches and breaking their arms. "Ah! You monsters!" the bully screamed. Naruto yells in an echoey voice. Now, sharpening his blade, paper, and controlling them to stab the bullies. But right before he could stab the mere children, he comes back to his senses and having way more fight in him. And this would if the paper stayed right in front of the two bullies. The two tails still had a hold on Naruto though, so she starts to speak. I'll spare you, weaklings, this time, but try this again, and you will meet your fate. Naruto starts laughing as the two bullies run away, holding their arms and crying. When the two bullies leave, the young girl starts thanking Naruto, saying, "My name is Hinata Hyuga, but you can just call me Hinata." Hinata also starts to ask Naruto how he was able to do what he did, but he starts getting nervous and runs away. This will lead us into a short time skip of 1 year. During this year, Naruto has been training tirelessly, trying to surpass the 4th Hokage and hopefully become a Hokage himself. One day, since Naruto is 6 years old, and here's in what has way more respect for Minato, he forces Naruto to become a ninja and to go to the academy. Naruto will go early because his family is so strong. Naruto had his first day in the academy, and it went horribly. This goes on for both of the 2 years, so Hiruzen gives up on Naruto. But something was still telling him that Naruto was a prodigy. He did pick up almost every jutsu Hiruzen taught him, so he decided to let Naruto try for another year. And yes, this is the year that he's actually supposed to be in the academy. He, came in early, so it only makes sense that he would let him do it at least one more time. And, he actually feels like he might pass this year. To make it short, this year goes the exact same as every other year though. Naruto excelled in everything except for simple things like clones and specific transformations. Naruto even believed that it would go the same. For some reason, the girl he met named Hinata was there. And obviously that makes sense because of the fact that she was same age as Naruto, and only makes sense for that to happen because he just joined the academy early, and it's been 2 years. He's 8 now, and she's 8 now, and everybody in their age group should be going to the academy now. Back to the story. Naruto and Hinata hit it off. Remembering each other from the woods, they start to become good friends, and they kind of become the duo of the class. This will lead us into the fights of the academy. I kind of want to move on to the fights because I feel like there's nothing else to really go over in the academy. The fights go the same until we reach Hinata versus Ino. And yes, it's not Sakura versus Ino, it's Hinata versus Ino. Ino looks up at Hinata, and for some reason, Ino loses her balance and almost falls. She gets up and looks at Hinata's eyes. Let me explain. After seeing Naruto beat up the bullies with ease, she wanted that power to never have to go through what she went through again. So she trained to get stronger. but she kept her same attitude and demeanor during school. But all that changes when she starts to fight, or even pick up a kunai. So Ino was just shocked at the demeanor change, and the overall stance Hinata got in. Ino starts this fight off by throwing a kunai at Hinata, but she dodges it and blitzes the mere child, punching her in the stomach, and then kicking her in the head to make her fall. Iruka yells, "That's match!" Hinata helps Ino stand with a smile. Naruto and all of the other students are honestly shocked and surprised. Hinata looks at Naruto and signals to do the same. Hinata says, "Next," or Iruka says, "Next." Sasuke Uchiha versus Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke and Naruto look at each other, and Naruto remembers Sasuke. So he takes him a little bit seriously. To make Sasuke a little bit stronger, Sasuke will be half Kaguya, and I had to make him stronger because of Naruto's, being so strong now in this footage, and I had to make him a little bit more deadly. And same thing with Itachi. Itachi is the same. He's not the same as in canon. He'll be the same as Sasuke. He will be half Kaguya also. And Mikoto will be a full Kaguya, saved by Fugaku himself. This will make Sasuke stronger, and back to the story. Sasuke thinks Naruto is weaker than him, so he rushes at Naruto to catch him off guard. But Naruto doesn't budge at all, and he throws 2 chakra-infused kunai at Sasuke, but the boy dodges them. "Wait, where did he go?" Sasuke says, in confusion. Naruto, behind Sasuke, replies, "Right here." Sasuke realizes Naruto was stronger than he thought, mumbling, "I have to move faster. Faster." So Sasuke uses a little bit of his bone style to catch Naruto off guard, and it works. So he leaves Naruto's grip and looks at him. Sasuke says, "I'm stronger than you," and uses his fireball technique. But this doesn't get Naruto off guard, and he makes sure he's seen the fireball jutsu technique anyway, so he doesn't really mind so much. So he uses his flame bomb technique that he learned by Hiruzen. And Hiruzen literally only gave this to Naruto, thinking that Naruto might be in a bad, situation, and he might have to use it some way in hell. So that's literally the only reason why he gave it to him. So he uses the flame bomb technique to counter it. Iruka protects the children and ends the match, scolding them and telling them that it was a friendly match and for them to never attack like that again. A time skip of 4 years happens, and now Naruto and his fellow teammates are 12 years old. One day, Naruto was trying to learn the clone jutsu and the other simple ninjutsu to hopefully pass the academy. And obviously, y'all might be like, "Wait, time skip for 4 years, bro? Y'all probably don't remember, but don't y'all remember the the freaking the plot hole that it was? It was such a plot hole. I don't know why it was even there, but I've tried to seal the plot hole with the whole 6 years and how Naruto was 6 years old, and then he went to he was 8 years old, so he failed 2 times. So that at least I did a little bit of that, but yeah, I had to do the 4-year time skip. So yeah, back to the story. to hopefully pass the academy. Because the test to become a real ninja was coming, you would have to be able to use the clone jutsu, substitution jutsu, and transformation jutsu. Naruto was able to do all of them except for the clone jutsu. The days started to pass on from one day to the next, and the test was coming closer and closer. The day the test was due, Naruto was very mad and kind of nervous. He hasn't perfected the jutsu per se, but he knew he tried. So when Iruka called him on to show the 3 jutsu, he started with the transformation jutsu, being the best jutsu he's actually able to do, because he was able to do the sexy jutsu and then he just kind of changed it a little bit. So he's able to do the transformation jutsu pretty easily. Then the substitution, because he's also able to do the substitution and it's not that hard, but it's not the best. But he's actually able to do it. And finally, the clone jutsu. And sadly, he didn't pass, since he didn't perfect the clone jutsu. He wasn't the best at it, and the clone barely could do anything. Heck, the clone couldn't even move on its own. So after the test, Mizuki started to talk to Naruto, asking him if he wanted to pass. Naruto obviously says, yes, of course. So Mizuki told the 12-year-old kid to steal the scroll ceiling. Naruto, just like in canon, steals the scroll ceiling and trains the multi-shadow clone jutsu. After training the jutsu, Mizuki appears. Naruto, give me the scroll, quickly. You don't have much time. Mizuki says. Naruto starts to get angry and explains he just got the scroll and he wants to learn more. But Mizuki yells at Naruto, give me the scroll, kid, if you want to live. Throwing his huge shuriken and kunai. Naruto looks up and Iruka jumps in front of Naruto, asking if he was okay. But Naruto starts to get even more angry than he was before. Holding his sensei in his hands, Naruto jumps up at Mizuki, just beating him up. This fight kind of looks like the Frieza versus Broly fight, and yes, he's completely getting dominated, bro. Completely destroyed. Naruto even uses his multi-shadow clone jutsu with his paper release, completely destroying Mizuki, almost killing him. Mizuki starts to look at his arm, and out of nowhere, he starts to laugh. And then he starts to cough up blood. Mizuki starts to yell, Orochimaru, you monster! Trying to unlock his curse mark, but all he feels is pain. Let's take a flashback. Because this what if is different from others, Orochimaru gave Mizuki the curse mark to make sure the scroll ceiling gets to him. But Mizuki didn't know the cost of having the curse mark, nor that not everyone can take that power and live with it. And Orochimaru told Mizuki to never use it, when he's already, when he's about to die, or when he's, hurting right now. When he's, very, already in pain, because pain might kill him anyways. So Mizuki was dumb to not even, go on and do it first and go on and use the power before Naruto can even do that. And he underestimated Naruto, to be completely honest. That's why Mizuki is dying right in front of Naruto. Mizuki yells, "Naruto, you're a monster," explaining what the Nine Tails did back then. Then Mizuki dies. And a weird-looking human comes out of Mizuki's arm. "Naruto, I will get you one day. One day." Turning into snakes, slithering away. Naruto passes out, and a scared Iruka gives him a headband. And that will be the end of this part of this What If, this new series. What if Naruto had paper release and the Two Tails? If y'all want to keep seeing amazing videos like this, make sure you just click that like button. Go and subscribe if you haven't. We're almost to 500 subs, and I'm also very happy because I have so many other What Ifs, like new series that's coming out that's fire. Naruto X Dragon Ball, Naruto X Dragon Ball X Jujutsu Kaisen, all of this stuff, bro. Even Kuroko is coming back. Kuroko was in Haikyuu, is coming back. What if Naruto was in Dragon Ball? All that stuff is coming back, bro. Hopefully y'all like this, and with that being said,